beginning, there was only Apsu, the sweet waters of fresh beginnings, and Tiamat, the bitter, salt sea serpent of chaos. From their mingling, the first gods were born. But these younger gods were loud and restless, and their clamor shattered the peace of Apsu. Unable to bear it, Apsu resolved to destroy them. Tiamat recoiled at the cruelty, but her pleas went unheeded. Before Apsu could act, the wise god Ea learned of the plot and cast a deep sleep upon the begetter, slaying him and establishing his dwelling upon Apsu's body. There, in the sacred city of Eridu, a son was conceived, Marduk. Marduk was born perfect and blazing, with 4 eyes that saw all the world, and 4 ears that heard all things. When his lips moved, fire erupted. His grandfather Anu gave him the 4 winds to command, and Marduk played with them like toys, stirring tempests and riding his chariot of storms across the heavens. But far away in the depths, Tiamat's grief over Apsu had curdled into rage. She birthed a legion of monsters, serpents, dragons, lion demons, and set her new consort Kingu at their head, placing upon his breast the tablets of destiny, the very source of cosmic authority. The older gods, seeing Tiamat's uprising, were frozen with fear. None dared confront her, but Marduk stepped forward, declaring, "I will vanquish Tiamat and bind the primordial chaos." He demanded a price. If he was to be their champion, the gods must proclaim him king, making his word supreme and irrevocable. The gods assembled, feasted, and tested his power by commanding a cloth to vanish and reappear. When Marduk spoke, and it was so, they shouted with one voice,
Marduk is king!
Marduk armed himself for battle. He took a bow no other could draw, lifted a mace, fashioned a net to ensnare Tiamat, and called forth the 7 winds to serve him. He mounted his storm chariot and descended upon the sea of chaos. Tiamat shrieked with contempt, calling him an arrogant child. But Marduk cast his net over her, and as she gaped her jaws to devour him, he drove the devastating wind into her mouth, filling her belly so she could not close it. Then, with his mace, he brought it down upon her skull and shattered the mother of chaos. From the body of slain Tiamat, Marduk created the ordered world. He split her in 2 like a dried fish. From one half he forged the vault of heaven, setting the stars, the moon, and the sun in their courses. From the other half he made the earth, piling mountains from her ribs and carving valleys from her weeping wounds. From her eyes flowed the Tigris and Euphrates. The tablets of destiny he seized for himself, and the host of monsters he bound in chains. Marduk then decreed that humanity would be created to serve the gods. The instigator of the rebellion, Kingu, was executed, and from his blood, Ea mixed the clay of the earth, forming the first humans to bear the labor of the divine. With order established and the burden of the gods lifted, the heavens and the earth were fixed in their places. In gratitude, the gods built for Marduk a city, Babylon, the gate of the gods, and raised its great ziggurat to the heavens. There they proclaimed his 50 names, each a testament to his power, and declared his kingship eternal. The chaos was subdued, not by silence, but by the decisive word of the champion, and the order he carved from the corpse of Tiamat has stood unbroken ever since.
Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.